Are you mentally strong? What does it mean to actually be mentally strong? And how do you know that you're mentally strong or weak? How important is it to be mentally strong? Coming up in our video. Hello and welcome to another episode of Spirit Seeking with Pratik on Sound Health Solution. And in this episode, we shall be talking about mental health, especially about mental strength. What is mental strength? What are the traits that define your mental strength or mental weakness? In today's times, we all go to the gym, we make sure that we eat right? But that's for the physical body. What do you do for your mental body? How do you know what to do for your mental body? So let's discuss some of those things. So the first thing is, ask yourself, how much do you fear alone time? How much do you fear being alone? Yes, most of us like to socialize and be in the presence of other people, communicate with other people. But when you go back home, or when you sit quietly alone, how do you feel? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel scared? Do you feel incomplete? Right? If you do, then that might be a symptom of you not being mentally strong. You need to first accept and understand that you are with yourself first, and that's what truly matters. Right? Only then you can go out and seek other people's company or approvals or anything. But first, you have to make sure that you're good with yourself. If you fear alone time, we shall be talking about how to overcome that in our next videos. Meanwhile, let's get to the second point, which is, how much do you dwell on the past? Now this you can practice when you are alone. Just sit down in a cozy, comfortable position and just look at yourself. Are you thinking about the past or the future? Are you constantly thinking about the past, the errors that you did in the past? Are you regretting the things that you did in your past? Or are you continuously seeking for a utopian future? Are you constantly planning? Planning is not bad, but if you're constantly planning all the time, it might be bad. See how well you're able to see in the present. Right? That's another criteria to know if you're mentally strong or not. Similarly, how much do you feel sorry for yourself? I remember a time when if I looked into the mirror, all I would see was regret and guilt. I would feel, why is this person the way he is? Why does he make mistakes? Why doesn't he do things right? Until and unless you stop doing that, your mental health does not get an opportunity to grow. Your mental health does not get a chance to be strong. Right? When you look in the mirror, you have to understand and you have to acknowledge that this person looking at you is enough. Everything else is secondary. You have yourself. And you're not feeling sorry for yourself. You feel hopeful about the future, that you are hopeful about the future, and you're accepting of the present. My dog's barking. Let's just be accepting of that. Another way to grow mentally is to avoid expecting immediate gratification. What does that mean? We want everything to happen overnight. We want our name to be viral overnight. We want our money to multiply overnight. We want everything to go perfectly as we planned overnight. This is you expecting immediate results. Nothing happens immediately. Right? The entire process of creation, the entire process of life, going through life is a process. Right? It's a journey. If you are developing a habit, It's a journey of developing that habit. It won't happen overnight. We feel hopeless. We feel like nothing's going to work out. Why isn't this working out? My God, it's not going to work out ever. That's how we start feeling. We need to overcome that. We need to be like, yes, all right. It'll take time. Everything takes time, especially good things. Take a lot of time. Once we are able to understand that within ourselves, and we'll be more accepting of whatever comes and whatever is. On the same point, what we also tend to do is we tend to feel like either the world owes us or we owe the world everything. Neither of it is true, right? Nobody owes you nothing. Everything is gained, either gained or stolen, right, or robbed. But the best policy is to gain things. Everything is gained. Respect is gained. Financial freedom is gained, right? Love is gained, right? Nobody owes anything to you. Once you understand that, you start stepping onto the process of becoming a happier and more peaceful human being. And on the same point, what we also need to realize that we can't go around trying to please everybody around us. That just won't happen. Yes, as kind human beings, we want to make sure that everybody around us is happy. And the softer you are, the softer at heart you are, you try to make sure that anybody who comes around you feels peace and feels happy. But in that process, what we tend to do sometimes is we tend to give more of ourselves. We tend to overexploit ourselves, right? And that's not a good thing to do. When at home, if you feel exhausted by the day and you feel like you just want to go to sleep or you just want to go lie down, you have no energy when you're in your bed, understand that you might be overexploiting yourself, right? Giving yourself too much for others. Now, don't get me wrong. Giving yourself for others is a good thing. But there needs to be a check and balance. Balance is the key. In a similar way, what you should not do is let other people influence your emotions, especially. There might be a lot of people around you who might just think nothing but good for you, but make sure that whatever they tell you goes in your head and not in your heart. Right? Sometimes you might be faced with criticisms from the ones you love. If you take it to heart, you're not going to have a good outcome with it. But if you take it to mind, chances are that you'll probably improve on the things that they told you. Right? So make sure other people cannot influence your emotions. The sooner you have more control on your emotions, the sooner you'll be more happy, the sooner you'll be more peaceful, and the sooner you'll be more successful. Keep that in mind. There's only so much you can control in life. Right? Everybody loves to keep things in their control. Right? It's our innate nature to make sure that our environment, the people around us, everything is in our control. That's because only when that happens we feel safe and secure in life. But you cannot outmind the fact that life is more of a mystery. Life is more of an uncertainty. You have to start being okay with that too. And there are so many things that you will never be able to control. That's the reason why people become millionaires and billionaires, but they still have that emptiness, that hollow feeling inside them. That's because it's not just their financial aspect that they want to control, but the emotional aspect too. Everything about their life, they want it to be in their reins, which is just not possible. If it can be in anybody's reins, anyone's reins, it's the cosmos, the universe, the creation, right? We are mere humans, right? We do not have control over all the things around us. Something to be acknowledged. Another way to be mentally strong, and this I believe is the most interesting and the most playable piece of information, is that you need to start enjoying failures. Yes, I think you've heard this before. People only see the success, but they barely see the struggle and the toil that was put behind the success. I'm pretty sure you've seen a picture of a big iceberg where you see only 1/10 of the iceberg above the sea and 9/10 under the sea. The 9/10 is the struggle, and the 1/10 is the success. Right? Do not let failure dishearten you. Do not let failure discourage you. Because it's not about success and failure, it's more about the mindset that you build in the process. You understand with each failure what you did wrong. You learn with each failure and you grow. And it's about how much you can grow as a human being. It's not about being successful. So many people who become successful overnight have not been able to handle their success, and hence, as soon as they rise, they fall. Failure is to be enjoyed too. Having said that, in order to keep your mind strong, you also need to take calculated risks. The word here is calculated. Yes. Stupid people take risks. Courageous and brave people take calculated risks. You need to foresee and plan and try to understand what are the consequences of whatever steps you are taking. If you have a better understanding of the consequences of the results of the outcomes, and you know if you can take this risk or not. Right? Everything in life is all about decisions, and decisions, most of them happen here, right? So you need to be mentally strong in order to make the best decisions in our life. So the points that we discussed, just go through them and see where you stand on all of those points. Do tell us if we missed anything in this video. If you liked this video, do not forget to like this video. If you like whatever is happening in Sound Health Solutions, do not forget to press that subscribe button. Let's create a community of new, fresh, open, enlightened human beings. Until next time.